cross of Christ thy glory, towering o'er the wrecks of time, all the light of sacred story gathers round its head sublime. There's clearly a lot of deep thinking in this particular poem, and we know that the author is a very knowledgeable man and very accomplished. So what does he say about the cross? It towers over the wrecks of time, over time and history, because the cross represents Christ on his way back to his glory. And as a result, because he is eternal, then the cross, which is the way via which he returns to his glory, that also towers over all of time, history, and all of our experiences, the cross of Christ. And we glory in this. All the light of sacred story, all of the enlightenment we get from Holy Scripture and from the traditions of the church, gather round its head sublime. All of this culminates and coalesces in who Christ is, the cross of Christ. We glory because it is symbolic and significant to who Christ is, gathers round its head sublime. Indeed, you think of the cross as one songwriter, George Bennard, says, an emblem of suffering and shame. And to glory in that emblem of suffering and shame says that we fully understand what ultimately it means. So we are seeing that and we see Christ and we glory in the cross. The author continues in the second stanza, when the woes of life o'ertake me, hopes deceive and fears annoy, never shall the cross forsake me. Lo, it glows with peace and joy. We all have troubles in our lives, and some of these troubles can overtake us. Physically, sometimes, psychologically, and in different ways. Hopes can deceive. There's something you hope for, and it doesn't happen. Fears annoy. The fears we have that torment us, and we can't seem to shake these fears about the future, the past, the present. So in summary, on verse 2, when the woes of life overtake us, when our hopes deceive us, and our fears annoy us, he says, never shall the cross forsake, because it glows with peace and joy. Is the sun of bliss beaming light and life along your way? Recognize that the cross is going to stream radiance and add more luster to the day. This means that we should be giving God glory in the good times and not taking the credit for ourselves. Sometimes it happens. We turn to God when there are troubles and when things are going well. We implicitly thank God, but the effervescence is not there. And it says, from the cross, the radiance streaming adds more luster to the day. Particularly like the last stanza, bane and blessing, pain and pleasure by the cross are sanctified. Peace is there that knows no measure, joys that through all time abide. The poetry is beautiful. In the cross, from the cross, by the cross. Every line is intentional and deliberate, well chosen words. To God be the glory.